Science teacher, Mrs. Lenon. Like you, she's been working from home. And like you, Mrs. Lenon struggles being away from her school, her students, and her friends every day. And it frustrates her because it's a scary time for all of us. And there was still so much to look forward to this year. And I don't get to see all of you participating. But I have an idea. Students, let's remember all we've learned this year so far. First, we learned what it is to be alive. All need air, shelter, water, food, or energy. To be alive means that you're made out of cells. You have DNA, you reproduce sexually or asexually, you respond to stimuli, you grow and develop, and you need energy. We learned the chemistry of all life is CHNOPS, which stands for carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur. We checked out the periodic table with symbols and atomic numbers and weight. We learned about the discovery of matter and atoms from three scientists, Democritus and Aristotle, who argued about it, and Aristotle won because he was more popular. And we learned about Dalton, who discovered atoms. Next was the Big Bang Theory and the creation of everything. We learned about supernovas, gravity, nuclear power, and electromagnetism. Our output pages show what we learned in each section. We did weathering, erosion, slow and fast changes, ancient Earth, what the Earth is made of, 3 types of volcanoes, plate tectonics and rock formation. We were learning all that the Earth is changing now and will continue to change as long as it's here. Human reproduction was a fun unit for all the kids. We got to learn a lot about our own bodies. Our last big unit was about photosynthesis and cellular respiration, as we learned how plants need carbon dioxide and we need oxygen, and we exchange those into our cells and then release them. Think of all we've learned in this last unit. We learned about miners trapped in Chile, candles, bell jars with mice and mint, trees and leaves, the carbon cycle, Apollo 13 and Lake Niles, and blood flow. We learned about our great need for both oxygen and carbon dioxide. And now that we're doing distant learning at home, things have really changed in what we're doing and how we're participating. Some of the distant learning things we got to do is I made masks for our retirement home. We learned about ecosystems. Some of the students learned more about different animals from the San Diego Zoo, and a lot of people caught up on a menu test that hadn't been finished. To keep our distance learning kind of balanced, I included a COVID-19 daily schedule so that the kids would kind of know how to balance their day. My Canvas had all kinds of SEL and enrichment exercises for them to do. And then there's one of the assignments that got turned in. We certainly never forgot to do our Student of the Month. And you can see that there are 3 students that won their award for this month, and they got their certificates emailed to them. These are some pictures of some of the contest winners. They all had a prize Amazon to them at their house. But you can see we have Adrian and Areli, Angelica, Evelyn, and Alan all did some wonderful creative things for the contest. So look how happy we all are to have learned so much this year. It's been a treat being your teacher.